Welcome back, students. In the previous class we have studied acceleration due to gravity, and we also studied how to derive an expression for acceleration due to gravity. In the process of derivation we have cancelled small m. From this we come to the conclusion that acceleration due to gravity does not depend upon the mass of the body which is falling down. So, my dear student, in the previous class we derived the mathematical expression of acceleration due to gravity. In this process we cancel small m, and therefore in this formula you will see that small m is missing. It means that acceleration due to gravity does not depend upon the mass of the body which is falling down. Then what are the factors upon which acceleration due to gravity depends upon? If we see the formula, acceleration due to gravity is equal to capital G into capital R divided by R square. Here, my dear students, G, gravitational constant, is a constant value. Mass of the earth, it is also constant. The last factor which is left is R. What is R? R is the radius of the earth. So we will give emphasis on R and have brainstorming and try to know the factors upon which acceleration due to gravity depends. The first factor upon which acceleration due to gravity depends is height. What will happen to the value of acceleration due to gravity if we take the object above the earth's surface to a particular height? We all know that acceleration due to gravity is gm upon r square. If we increase the height, what will happen? G is equal to gm upon r plus h square. So the height we will include in radius of the earth. What does it tell us? G is inversely proportional to R plus H square. Now how does it vary? We will study from the formula itself. From the formula itself, we can say that G is inversely proportional to the height. So, what can we tell? The value of G decreases on the increase of the value of g decreases on increase of height. So if the height is increased, then value of g will go on decreasing because it is inversely proportional. And we know in inversely proportional what happens when one value is decreased, the another value will increase. And therefore the value of g decreases on the increase of height of an object above the surface of the earth. It's clear. Now we'll see another factor. Depth means if the radius is reduced, or if we take the body under the earth crust. So what happens if we take the body under the earth crust? R will go on decreasing, and therefore we can write depth R minus H. Again, according to the formula, G is equal to capital G upon capital M upon R square. If we reduce the height, or if we take the body under the earth crust, then automatically the radius of the earth will go on decreasing. Now student, again we can write from the formula that G is inversely proportional to R minus H. So if the value of R is reduced, then acceleration due to gravity must increase according to the formula. But when we take the body under the earth crust and goes on reducing the radius, then this formula is not applicable here. Instead of increasing, again the value of acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing, because in this situation when the body is taken under the earth crust, the radius of the earth goes on decreasing. At the same time, the mass of the earth contributing the acceleration due to gravity also goes on decreasing. So here both M and R. Here both M and R means mass of the earth and the radius of the earth both goes on decreasing, due to which what happens here, both M and R goes on decreasing at the same time, and due to this what happens, acceleration due to gravity instead of increasing also goes on decreasing. Therefore So, we came to the conclusion that acceleration due to gravity depends upon height as well as the depth. In both the cases, if the height of an object goes on increasing, then acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing. In the same way, if the body is taken under the earth crust and the value of R goes on decreasing, again what happens? Acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing. It goes on decreasing, and at the center of the earth it is 0. So what conclusion can we draw from all these things? We can write. Here we can write. The value of acceleration. The value of acceleration due to gravity. The value of acceleration due to gravity is maximum on the surface of Earth. One thing. Second, it goes on decreasing with the increase of depth. And the last, which is most important, the value of acceleration due to gravity is 0 at the center of the earth. This we are going to study in details after some time. We are going to derive a mathematical expression. From this we can say that when the body is on the surface of the earth, then acceleration due to gravity is maximum. As we go on increasing the depth, increasing the depth, the acceleration due to gravity decrease. The value of acceleration due to gravity is 0 at the center of the earth. The third factor which we are going to consider factors upon which acceleration due to gravity depends. The acceleration due to gravity depends upon height. The acceleration due to gravity depends upon the depth. And the third one, the acceleration due to gravity depends upon my dear friends, again, what we have seen, acceleration due to gravity depends upon the value of r. If the value of r is increased, if the value of r is decreased, then it has an effect upon acceleration due to gravity. Because the formula itself tells us that in this formula, gravitational constant is constant, its value does not change. Mass of the earth is also a fixed value, it does not change. What is varying here? Radius is varying. And we all know that the shape of our earth is not perfect sphere. Okay. It is oval in shape. the earth has two types of motion. One is rotation and another is revolution. It rotates on its axis, and due to this it bulges at the area of equator and it becomes flat at the area of pole. If we consider the radius, you will see here the radius is less at the pole and the radius is more at the equator. From this, what conclusion we can draw? See, the distance here less and here more. So from this we can draw a conclusion that G is maximum at the pole. Is maximum at the pole. Second, G. Small g means what? Acceleration due to gravity. Is minimum at the equator. So my dear friends, we have seen acceleration due to gravity does not depend upon the mass of the body which is falling down, because small m we have cancelled while deriving the expression G is equal to Gm upon R. Looking to the formula, we can say that acceleration due to gravity depend upon R, and therefore we consider 3 points on which acceleration due to gravity depends. The first one is height. If we increase the height, what will happen? Acceleration due to gravity is inversely proportional to R. We add height into R, so the value of R goes on increasing, and vice versa. If it is inversely proportional, then what happens? Acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing. When we take the object under the earth crust, we increase the depth from the surface of the earth. What will happen? The value of R will go on decreasing. Therefore, we use R minus D. So, according to the formula, what should have happened? Acceleration due to gravity should have increased, because the distance between the two bodies is decreased. But it does not happen because the formula is not applicable here. The reason behind this is that not only the R goes on decreasing, but the mass of the earth also goes on decreasing at the same time when we take the object towards the center of the earth. Due to this, as there is decrease in the value of mass of the earth and radius of the earth, instead of increasing, again acceleration due to gravity goes on decreasing. At the center of the earth, the acceleration due to gravity becomes 0. And in the last example, acceleration due to gravity depend upon the shape of the earth. The shape of the earth is oval, so the radius is not same everywhere. Towards the pole, the radius is less, and as radius is less, acceleration due to gravity is maximum. Towards the equator, the radius is more, and therefore acceleration due to gravity is minimum at the equator. Dear students, let's have some fun and mathematically try to prove that acceleration due to gravity at the center of the earth is 0. But to prove this mathematically, we will have some assumption. First, we'll try to know what have we considered to prove it. Let's consider Earth of mass capital M and radius capital R be a perfect sphere, geometrical shape, perfect sphere having uniform density. Let there be a body of mass small m at the surface of the earth. Then the body is taken at point A at DEPTH depth D under the crust of the earth. Consider earth of mass m and radius of r, capital M and capital R, to be a perfect sphere having uniform density. Let there be a body of mass m at the surface of the earth. Then the body is taken at point A at a depth D. Now the radius of earth at point A will become r minus d, and the mass of the earth will become m dash, Now students, I am going to draw a diagram and again explain you, and then we'll try to prove that acceleration due to gravity at the center of the earth is 0. Consider Earth to be a perfect sphere. Earth has a mass capital M, has a radius capital R. Let a body of small m be at the surface of the Earth. Radius of Earth, a small body of mass m, a small body of mass small m be on the surface of the Earth. It is taken down at point A. Here is the point 8, and it is taken to the depth. So this distance from the surface of the Earth is D. Depth D. So what will be the radius of the Earth at point A? It will be this, R minus D. And the mass of the Earth contributing here will be M dash. Will be M dash. Now we have seen mathematical expression of S. What was F is equal to? F is equal to G mn upon R square. Every body in the universe attracts every other body in the universe by a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. According to this, we have got one mathematical expression, that is F is equal to Gmn upon R square. When the body is at point A, again at certain depth of D, it will experience a force, a gravitational force. And what will be the formula at point A? F is equal to G. Here mass of the Earth, capital M, will be M dash, and the mass of a small body will be small m. And what will be the radius? I have told you the radius will become R minus D. Minus D means what happens? The body is taken at certain depth under the earth crust. Equation 2. But again we have seen what is force. F is equal to ma. But as the body is taken vertically downwards towards the center of the earth, acceleration will become acceleration due to gravity. So F is equal to mg. We are discussing acceleration due to gravity, so we will keep G as it is will keep F and will take M. From this we can write G is equal to 1 by M into F. Equation 3. Let's put the value of F in the equation. Put F is equal to G upon R minus B. Put the value of G is equal to G into M dash into M divided by R minus D whole square from equation 2 in equation 3. G is equal to 1 by M into F. G is equal to 1 by M into G M dash upon small m upon R minus B whole square. Now what will happen? Small m will get cancelled. G is equal to G M dash upon R minus B is left. One, two, three. This will be equation 4. But what is M dash here? What is M dash? Let's find out. M dash is equal to mass of the earth upon volume of the earth into volume of the earth at point A. Mass of the earth is capital M. Volume of the earth is 4 by 3 pi R cube into volume of the earth at point A will be 4 by 3 pi R minus B cube. Now what can we do here? Cut this 4 by 3 will get cancelled, the value of pi will get cancelled, and here we get M R minus B cube upon R cube as value of M dash. We'll take it as equation 5. Now what will we do? put the value of m dash, which is m into r minus b cube upon r cube in equation 4. What is equation 4? We will write for that. G is equal to gm dash upon r minus b whole square. Here we will put the value of m dash. G is equal to g upon r minus d. Write it clearly. R minus d whole square into m r minus d cube upon r cube. Now what will happen here? Observe carefully. R minus d, r minus d is common. We'll cut this. What will we get? G is equal to gm r minus b, 3 and 2, 1 is left. Gm r minus d, and at the denominator we will get r. We will get r cube. Now acceleration due to gravity, we have got this mathematical expression. What can we do with this mathematical expression? Let's see. When d becomes equal to r, at this condition, when d will become equal to r, means if the depth will be, if we goes on increasing the depth and it will become equal to r, means the body will come at the center of the earth. The body will come at the center of the earth, and at the center of the earth, acceleration due to gravity will be 0. This we have to prove. Can we prove? Definitely we can prove. G is equal to gm upon r minus d upon r cube. When d is equal to r, what can we write? G is equal to gm, we can write r. In place of d, we will write again r upon r cube. G is equal to gm, r minus r is 0 upon r cube. So G is equal to, hence proved. Mathematically we have proved that acceleration due to gravity is 0 at the center of the earth. That's all, students. The next topic which we are going to study is free fall. What is free fall? What are the kinematical equations related to free fall? All these things we will study in the next class. Thank you.